Okay, so today we're going to simplify square roots, and we've already done decimal simplifying of square roots. This one is going to be more how you would want your answer, and they call this an exact answer. So number one, the square root of 9. Well, the square root of 9 is just 3 because 3 times 3 is 9. If you didn't know that, you could break this apart into, and whatever is doubled comes out. So your answer is just 3. All right, let's try another one. Square root of 12. Well, square root of 12, you can break it apart into, you could have done 6 and 2, 3 and 4, doesn't really matter. Let's just do 4 and 3. Break this apart again. Because it's square root, you're looking for pairs or things that are doubled. So this one, you have a pair of 2's, so that comes out, that's a 2. This 3 does not have a pair, so it stays under the square root. So your answer is 2 root 3. Let's say we did square root of 12, and we broke it apart as 6 times 2. So 6 times 2, the factor tree breaks 6 apart. It breaks apart into 3 times 2. We're still looking for pairs, so we can see that we actually do have a pairs, a 2. So that comes out. And then the 3 doesn't have a pair, so it stays under the square root. Okay, same answer, but we solved it 2 different ways. All right, next problem. Go ahead and hit pause and try to figure out square root of 20. So do a factor tree. So break it apart. What multiplies to give you 20? And then break that apart again. Okay, I think you got your answer. So if you broke it apart into 10 times 2, then you would have broken this apart into 5 times 2. So this now you have pairs of 2, so your answer is 2 square root of 5. If you had done 4 times 5, and then breaking that apart, you still get the same thing, so you get 2 square root of 5. Nice, good job if you got it right. Okay, and again, it doesn't matter which way you do it. All right, let's try a harder one. Square root of 50. Okay, did you guys make a factor tree, break it apart already? And again, sometimes there's lots of different ways, but as long as you get the right answer, you're good. All right, let's see. So breaking this apart, this is actually going to be maybe 5 times 10, and then 10 breaks apart into 2 times 5 or 5 times 2. I'll just put 2 times 5. Now, I'm looking for pairs, anything that's doubled. So I have the 5s that are doubled. So that comes outside the square root, and the 2 stays under. So this answer is 5 square root of 2. Square root of 50, same thing. You could have broken it apart into 25 times 2. Doubled, so your answer is 5 root 2. All right. Last problem. Maybe we'll do this one 2 ways. Okay, so this one is the square root of 48. So break apart what gives you 48. Now, the fastest way would have been to pick the greatest perfect square. So the greatest perfect square that goes into 48 is going to be 16. And you can break that apart. So 48 is the same thing as 16 times 3. 16 breaks apart into 4 times 4. I can break these apart more, but as soon as I have something doubled, I can actually pull it out of the square root. So your answer is 4 root 3. Now let's just say that I didn't do 16 times 3. Well, square root of 48 is going to be the same thing as 6 times 8. So this breaks apart. 6 breaks apart into 3 times 2, 4 times 2. Break this apart into 2 times 2. So now I'm still looking for my doubles. And in this case, I have a double right there. And I have another double right there. So I'm taking out a 2. I'm taking out another 2, comes outside the square root. And I still have a single 3, stays under the square root. Combine these two. So the 2 times 2 is 4 root 3. If you got the square root of 48, that is a really tough one. Okay, good job. That's it.